Good morning, everyone, and a happy Independence Day to all of us in India. We are now going to get started with the 12 hours table topic marathon. This is an iconic program planned and hosted by 12 Toastmaster clubs from 12 different cities in India based on 12 different themes. This day is a very special day for all of us because we are not only celebrating the power of unity of the country India, but we are also celebrating the power of unity of our fraternity, the Toastmasters fraternity. In order to ensure that this meeting is seamless and smooth and is a wonderful experience for all of us, I would request all of us to be mindful of a few ground rules. Since this is an online meeting, I would request everyone to maintain the online etiquette, which means that you will have to stay on mute unless you're called to speak or need to speak. But we all encourage you to be on camera so that we can see your beautiful faces, only if your bandwidth permits and you're in a place where you can be on camera. No pressure. We also would request you to put your mobile phones and other electronic noise-making devices on silent mode. During the course of the meeting, we would request you not to move in front of your screen if you're on camera or create any kind of distractions for the speaker. You're also requested not to speak out of turn or engage on the chat in too much of conversation, which can also distract the speaker. This is a 12 hours table topic marathon. Each hour will be hosted by one table topic master of one Toastmaster club in India. At the end of that hour, the TTM will hand over to the TTM of the next club to take the proceedings forward. The table topic masters will be inviting the speakers and they will be using their discretion in inviting the speakers. However, speakers are requested to volunteer. And with this, I would want to get the first session started. And for doing that, I have the pleasure of inviting Toastmasters Club of Lucknow from Lucknow, India, to host this particular hour. I'm handing over the stage now to the table topic master for this hour, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmasters Saurav. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome once again to our 12-hour table topic marathon event. Well, this isn't just any regular Toastmasters meeting. It's a celebration of spontaneity, quick thinking, and creativity for 12 long hours. Every hour, a new theme will challenge your imagination. And whether you're a seasoned speaker or trying your hand at table topics for the first time, this is your chance to shine. This event aims to bring together Toastmasters from different clubs, backgrounds, and experiences to practice impromptu speaking in a fun and supportive environment. Our goal is to help each other grow, build confidence, and most importantly, have a great time. We, Toastmasters Club of Lucknow from Lucknow, are the hosts for this hour of the Table Topics Marathon. This hour, we delve into the theme Youth and Independence. This theme invites us to explore the role of youth in today's scenario and how we can take it forward to the future generations. After all, we have the onus to upkeep and uphold the legacy that our martyrs and freedom fighters have given to us. We owe it not only to ourselves, but to our free generations to give them a free and vibrant nation, don't you think? Whether it's a personal story, a creative spin, or a thought-provoking insight, we are eager to hear your take on it. And now, let's meet the team that will be helping us keeping track of our timing and providing valuable feedback. We have two table topic evaluators with us today. Toastmaster Sankhya Mohan will be evaluating the odd-numbered speakers, whereas Toastmaster Jatin Khilnani will be evaluating the even-numbered speakers. Their role today is to give constructive feedback on the content, delivery, and impact of each table topic response. At the end of the session, each evaluator will announce who, in their opinion, was their favorite speaker amongst the ones they evaluated. And our timer for this hour is Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. He will be timing each table topic speech to ensure it stays within the 1 to 2 minute range. At 1 minute, you will see the green signal. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow, and at 2 minutes, the red. Please try to wrap up your speech once you see the red signal to keep us on the schedule. Now, for those who might be new to table topics, this is a segment where you are given a topic on the spot and you have 1 to 2 minutes to speak about it. The purpose is to help you think on your feet and articulate your thoughts clearly and concisely. It's a fantastic way to improve your impromptu speaking skills and is also a lot of fun. I'll be calling volunteers to participate. So please feel free to raise your hand or drop a message in the chat and I will take a look there. And if you would like to give it a try, please come and participate. We would love that. Remember, this is a supportive environment and there are no right or wrong answers, just your unique perspective. So let's get started. Who would like to take the first table topics of the hour? And I already see a hand raised. Dina, you're the first one to take the table topic. Wonderful. Well, I have a topic for you. And this topic is for a young and vibrant woman for you, like you. And I would love for you to write it in the chat box. And once you're done, we will read out your response. Done? Dina, will that be comfortable to you? Great. So Toastmaster Dina, what does independence mean to a young independent woman? What does independence mean to a young independent woman, Toastmaster Dina? I'll also write it down in the chat for everybody and for her to know. Just a second. Well, Toastmaster Dina, I've written your topic in the chat box. And now I would like to invite other Toastmasters. So I see Toastmaster Suraj's hand raised. Toastmaster Suraj, how do you do? I would love for you to come off mute. Wonderful.
I'm doing good, and yes, happy Independence Day, everyone.
Happy Independence Day to you too. Are you in a position to switch on your camera? If you are, please do so. Otherwise, it's perfectly all right.
Extremely sorry for this time, ma'am.
No problem, no problem. So Toastmaster Suraj, how can youth promote communal harmony in an independent India? How can youth promote communal harmony in an independent India? Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And harmony, peace, prosperity starts not in the outer world. It starts in our mind. And with this thought, today's youths will have to first organize themselves in their mind. And once they are capable enough to think well upon this, definitely they will able to manifest that in their real life. For example, their thought process will help them to execute all the things they want as per the rule of society, as per the norms of, as per the constitutions, as per the regulations of morality. And thus, this will help us, all the youths, definitely to ensure that there is harmony in our community. And we can see still there are at sometimes in different part of country, we keep seeing that some kind of scuffle keep erupting. But somewhere the people involved in that, they are not aware about what may be the flip side of that particular event. At the same time, people like youths, obviously, we can proudly say, and we are proud to say today that we are the most youth country in the world. And we will have to keep it in mind that after 40 to 45 years, this we will not have the same benefits, because after 40 to 45 years our population will start decreasing. After 40 to 45 years, today's youths, which we say youth, they will also get older. So till the time, we have to ensure that we are utilizing the power of youth very well in the benefit of our country, our nation, our people, and all the causes which we are working for. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Very well said. Let us ensure all of us, while we are young, build a very strong nation where there is communal harmony, so that tomorrow, when we are older and we have a younger generation, they know the importance of being in a wholesome community. Thank you so much. Now I can see Toastmaster Vishal's hand raised. Is it Vishal Vasanta Kumar?
Yes, hello, Tom. Hello, Mom.
Hello, how do you do?
I'm good. Hope everyone's doing well.
So are you ready for your topic?
Yes, Mom.
So Toastmaster Vishal, the role education plays in fostering independence among youth. The role education plays in fostering independence among youth, Toastmaster Vishal.
I truly believe that it is education that lays the foundation for any sort of progress. Most of the issues that we face in today's time can be overcome by just educating ourselves about it and not just listening to everything that is around us and believing everything that we see. Education, although is a word that is often mingled or muddled with literacy, I believe it should be deeper than that. People need to understand that education also includes many things such as etiquette, behavior, and learning things beyond the curriculum that has been set by any institute or any organization that they are currently working in or studying in. By doing so, we first encounter oftentimes opposing ideologies, which will later help us in coming up with our own strategies on how to deal with a certain issue or a certain problem. And I believe this is how education can be implemented or can be used to maintain independence. Because to maintain independence, we must not just follow one line of thinking, but experiment with multiple lines of thinking and then make a decision for our own selves. Thank you, Table Topic Master. Over to you.
Beautifully put, Toastmaster Vishal. Education is indeed exploring and experimenting. And that is how we will be open to more ideas and develop this country further. Thank you so much. Who would like to go next, my dear friends? I would love for you to raise your hands because then I will be able to see you all. Who would like to go next? We have over 28 participants here today. Karthik, wonderful. Will it be possible for you to come on camera? It is. Great, Karthik. Good for you to join us today. Are you ready for your topic?
Yeah, good morning. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to you too, Toastmaster Karthik. The topic for you is here. Toastmaster Karthik, describe a time when you felt independent for the first time. Describe a time when you felt independent for the first time, Toastmaster Karthik.
See, the various stages of childhood, you crawl. After some time, you struggle and then you walk. You walk for quite some time. You can stop with that. But the greatest experience for you is to go in a speed and experience nature and sort of look at people when you're driving something. To me, that experience was an unforgettable experience when I started to learn the cycle. I'm sure most of you must have learned driving the cycle, where initially you will either start with a smaller bicycle with 2 additional wheels on the sides, or you take the help of someone else to hold you and then to go the distance. And then once you're comfortable with your permission or without your permission, they just remove their hands. Yes, you may fall and you'll get a few wounds. That is perfectly all right. But over a period of time, if you don't stop and if you keep on it, that moment when you're able to drive the bicycle on your own and then go the distance and see people on the road, zipping through the road, that exhilarating feeling, I think that happened to me when I was 11 or 12 years old. That sense of freedom that I got when I drove the cycle on my own was something extremely unforgettable. Those are the days where you don't own a cycle on your own. You rent the bicycle paying 50 paise or 1 hour, 1 rupee for 30 minutes. And after that, you try to rent it again and again and make it a habit. And I'm glad to say that that fitness bug has caught me. And even this morning, I just came back from doing my 25-kilometer cycle run. So that I would say is a sense of freedom. It's a sense of exhilarating experience, which I experienced when I was young. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day again, Toastmaster Karthik. How wonderful for you to remember those times. Even I remember the time when I got 50 rupees as pocket money for the first time and how amazing that feeling was. So thank you. Now, may I request participants?
Thank you.
I'll request you to. Now, who would like to take up the next topic? I'm looking for volunteers and I see many names, but would you like me to call just about anybody? Well, I see Chehek, I see Sudharma, and there is Nikhil. Wonderful. Thank you, Nikhil. And I'd just like you to wait for a minute while I read out what Toastmaster Dina has written. And this is for the evaluators as well as for everybody else present here in the meeting today. Toastmaster Dina's topic was, what does independence mean for a young and independent woman? And Toastmaster Dina writes, I have been a Toastmaster for about 30 years, and I am here to improve my speech better in this club meeting. I want to be a distinguished Toastmaster, secretary in leadership. I know that knowledge will speak, and I feel that I felt inside as powerful. I felt that a young woman, a young woman in an Independent Day would mean that each year this holiday is so long. And as I was a younger woman at that time, her education with school, with independent skills at that time were very hard. But now she loves her independence and she feels so powerful inside. And she's wished everyone a happy Independence Day. Thank you so much, Dina, for writing in and contributing and being part of our table topic marathon today. Now the time is for Toastmaster Nikhil to take a topic. Toastmaster Nikhil, are you ready?
Yes, Toastmaster Smita. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to you too. Toastmaster Nikhil, how can young people balance tradition and modernity in an independent India? How can young people balance tradition and modernity in an independent India? Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita, for that topic. I would like to ask you before I start, when you are guiding the next generation in your family or the people around you, how do you uh, make them aware of the culture? I mean, obviously, we all use social media and we all are aware of the uh, trends that are the modern trends that are going in this around us or in our country or globally. But how do you exactly make sure that the next generation is aware of the cultures that we have been following so far?
By following them at home in entirety. Even today, we ensure that we hoist a flag, and we look forward to making it a happy event and speaking about it at home, whatever event that may be.
Exactly, I completely agree with you, and that is something I have always been very much focused on. Growing up in a traditional family, what I have observed is the following values that our parents, that our grandparents, the previous generations have been following only adds to the person that we are. Obviously, modern trends are enticing, and we as a generation we need to keep up with the modern trends. But I firmly believe that we must be aware of our cultures, our traditions, be it hoisting flag on the Independence Day, or be it the other festivals that we celebrate, irrespective of the religion we represent. So, but the thing is, there's been, if you observe the current generation and the upcoming the next generations, there have been there have been an inclination that they think the our cultures, our traditions are a little bit rigid, and which uh, as a consequence they kind of refrain from promoting them or working around them, which has been a major point of difference among generations. But what I observe is we all have been through that phase, and we need to just give them their space. And I have been through that phase, and now when I look back, I realize that it has only now I realize the importance of those traditions, those cultures. So obviously, it's not like it's an it's not like it's there's some rule of exclusivity. We can always be modern as well as carry on following a traditions and culture, so they can go hand in hand. And it's not that if you want to be tradition, if you want to be following your culture, you need to give up on the modern trends, or if you want to be modern, you need to give up on the traditions and the values that with which you have been raised with. So that is how I think the next generations will also learn, and it's been a topic of debate, but ultimately everyone figures it out. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful, Toastmaster Nikhil. And now when we speak about it, I think we are a generation apart. And now I will be mindful of ensuring that I'm not rigid, but open to a lot of ideas with my boys. And thank you for bringing in that perspective of not only a balance, but probably sometimes elders can become a little rigid. Wonderful take. Thank you so much. Now I'm looking for volunteers. Who would like to go next? Please raise your hand. I have Chahek raising her hand. Hello, Chahek.
Toastmaster Smita.
How do you do? Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to the whole Toastmasters family.
Is it possible for you to switch on your camera? Then our tech master can spotlight you, only if it's comfortable for you today.
Sorry, not for this time.
Not at all, not at all. So Toastmaster Chahek, what does the term Atmanirbhar Bharat mean to you as a young Indian? What does the term Atmanirbhar Bharat mean to you as a young Indian, Toastmaster Chahek?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Smita. For me, the independence means unlocking our true potential. And as a young Indian, my true potential can only be identified and unlocked when I can do all the things that I want. Because today's young generation are tomorrow's innovators, creators, builders, and leaders. If we are going to keep them and set a boundary around them, then they are not be able to unlock their potential and give their best which they can do. Independence is the key to unlock our boldness. When, as a young girl, I can show my boldness boldly in front of the society, at that moment, I can say that yes, I am a citizen of an independent country. Atmanirbhar, if I describe this word, then it means At means and Nirbhar means I can do all those things on my own that I want to do. If I see, for me, India is not a diversified country in terms of culture. It is also a diversified country in terms of the various examples that are set up by various Indians. If I see the story of Arunima Sinha, we all are aware of the first emperor for Mount Everest female in the world. In 2011, when she has lost her legs, most of the society says that she can't do anything, but she created an history. We all are aware of Sonam Wangchuk, an extraordinary life that inspired the filmmakers of Three Idiots. So all these things are possible because we are these young youths of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for me, the Atmanirbhar word is very much important for the young generation. I can say I'm a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat because I can go to the college beyond beyond my comfort zone. I can speak in front of the whole family, in front of the society because I'm Atmanirbhar on my own. I can do whatever I want because I'm a part of Atmanirbhar. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chahek. Definitely. Our self-reliance and realizing our own potential is definitely the essence of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Well said. I'm now looking, my dear Toastmasters, for more volunteers who would like to take up the next interesting topic about youth and independence. I'm inviting you to raise your hands or put your name in the chat box or raise your virtual hand in the chat box. A lot of young people out here. Is it okay if I pick one? If I pick someone to take up a topic, will that be okay? Anu has switched on her camera. Anu, would you like to take the next topic? I would love for you to take the next topic.
I can try. Yeah.
Wonderful. Why? I know you'll do a great job.
Yes.
Toastmaster Anu Gupta. The importance of freedom of speech for the youth today. The importance of freedom of speech for the youth today, Toastmaster Anu Gupta.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Smita. The one thing which comes to my mind in terms of freedom of speech is this is one of the this is embedded in our Constitution of India, and mostly if I see the freedom of speech is generally used by the media, and to express the meaning of this is to express oneself and to give their opinions on it. But again, we are seeing that it cannot be, in today's generation, it's being manipulated in a way that the freedom of speech is lost in terms of parameters like, okay, power or selfish act or greed within the people who are using it, misusing it. When you see, look back, when the great leaders were there, they used this freedom of speech very diligently so that people were aware what's happening around. But again, this is the need of the hour for every youth here, the younger generation, to use this freedom of speech diligently and for the betterment of everyone, not only for the greed, because we saw the Bangladesh and the other countries, they have the speech, but again, it has to be used in a way wherein it can be implemented in a rightful manner. So even media as well, we are seeing what we see is being, sometimes it is good, but sometimes it's gone in a wrong way. So the speech, freedom of speech, though it is embedded in the Constitution of India, it has to be used proactively. That is what I feel. And with that, I will hand it over to you, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anu. Beautifully put in. There's such a fine line between use and misuse that we have to be so careful about. Thank you for your opinion. Now, my dear friends, who's going to be the next table topic speakers? We have 3 more topics to give out in this section now. So who would like to take it up? I see Toastmaster Harsimran, there is Toastmaster Richard, Toastmaster Lakshmi, Toastmaster Shobhit. Would you like to take up the next topic?
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Toastmaster Shobhit, how can young Indians contribute to the global image of our country? How can young Indians contribute to the global image of our country? Toastmaster Shobhit.
Thank you so much for the topic, dear table topic master. I think India has time and again proven itself in terms of, the kind of people we have, the kind of youth power that India can boast of. As we all know, it is the youngest country on the earth right now. So definitely youngsters have that onus of bringing laurels to the country, and they've been doing so right from the times we've sort of known. It has been a timeless journey, in fact, in my mind, right from those mythological characters who have established stories of valor and bravery, till the time where we had people like Ramanujam, who proved that a young age, there is this prodigal ability that he had of telling the world that what an Indian mind is capable of. In fact, you go to the outer countries or the foreign countries today, we all joke about the fact how US is virtually being run by Indians. And there are always young minds who are taking up those critical roles of being the CEOs, being the masterminds behind the initiatives globally. So definitely that's one part where India has always shown a part. The next is around the prowess in the area of space exploration. India boasts of landing on the south pole of the moon, which is the only feat that has been achieved ever, although tried by many. Then if we look at sports, definitely cricket is right up there. Apart from that, there are always stories coming in of the teams beating the best champions in other sports like shooting or hockey as well. Right? So I think the reason, there's a reason why India was called as the Vishk Guru. And when I say the term Vishk Guru, it means the world's teacher. That has always been the case. It just reminds me of the fact that we are the ones who invented zero, or probably thought of zero in the first place, by the great mathematician Aryabhatta. So we should keep on learning from what we've been doing in the past and taking motivation from there. And the youngsters are all set on the right path to bring more glory and bring pride to the country. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shobin. We are definitely in great hands. And not only in cricket, in space, but in so many other fields. Thank you. Now we're looking for 2 more speakers. My dear friends, who would like to volunteer? Please raise your hands. Dina, would you like another topic? I'm sure to give you another topic. Let me just see who would like to volunteer next, but I will give you another topic later. Can I see a raise of hands, please? Or would you like me to call? I see Kundavi. Kundavi, would you like to take up a topic? Please let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Happy Independence Day.
Okay, thank you. So Toastmaster Kundavi, what according to you is the biggest challenge that the Indian youth are facing today? What according to you are the biggest or is the biggest challenge that the Indian youth are facing today? Toastmaster Kundavi.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I remember when I was a young girl, I had very good ideas before me. It was very simple. When you go to school, you will be taught about good things. What is your country? What is patriotism meaning? How you can improve your society and your country and make it proud enough. So that was simple-minded goal. But when I see today, when young people are having so many medias, so many ideas are spread, so many ideas are actually given to their mind, it is difficult for them to distinguish what is good and what is bad. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So it is difficult for today's youth to distinguish between the good and bad, what to select, what not to select, which is the right path, what will bring them happiness to themselves, to the family, and to the nation. So this is the very big issue before the standing before the youth of today. So I think they have to identify what is good. If they do something, will they be happy about it? Will their family be happy about it? Will the country be proud of them? That is something they have to identify and choose it. Today's media is commercially oriented and it is providing so many ideas which is actually not needed. Take the food, take the studies, take the actions, take the way they are behaving. Whatever area you take, if there is one good path, there are n number of diversions which are diverting young people's mind. But I'm really happy that there are many youth who are able to identify the right path and do the right thing and make us proud, make India proud. So I think if at all any of us have to support youth, we can support them to identify the right path. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I think our youth will bring us more pride and we will be standing out in the global stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kundavi. And I think Toastmaster Dina has raised her hands for me to read out what she has written. Is that so, Toastmaster Dina? Would you like me to read out? And is that the reason you have raised your hand? Okay, reading out what Toastmaster Dina has written. This is also for her evaluator. Please look into it. She's thanking Toastmasters. Thank Toastmasters, the independence I feel, the independent work that women all the years have been doing, and I'm feeling that independence is too hard in my whole life. But she also goes on to express that with improvement in skill level, your independence will become more powerful. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dina. Well, it's already 9:40 on the clock and 9 speakers have spoken. Tech Master, do we have time for one more speaker, or should I now call the evaluators? Wrap up? Okay, done.
One more speaker.
One more speaker. Very well. So may I request for you to please raise your hands so that I can see who I can give the next.
Manvi has raised her hand.
Manvi has raised her hand. Okay, I am just looking at. Wonderful. Toastmaster Manvi, are you ready for your topic? Toastmaster Manvi, discuss a young Indian leader who inspires you and why. Discuss a young Indian leader who inspires you and why. Toastmaster Manvi.
Happy Independence Day to everyone. When it comes to inspiration, that too from a young Indian leader, I don't have any single name because every single human, every single individual can inspire us in one way or another. There are pros and cons. Every coin has double sides. No one is actually perfect, and that is the reason I personally never get inspired from any single individual. I'm not saying that I never get inspired from people, but I cannot name one single individual who inspired me to that level where I can name that individual. Coming to when it comes to inspiration, it is not about just from the leaders, but people around us. Parents, from our friends, from the environment we live in. Though leaders lead us, but there are leaders who. Okay. So there are people who actually inspire us, but on the other hand, there are people who, instead of inspiring, do their work without getting in spotlight. And these are the people. The second type are the people that inspires me the most because they neither go for the fame, they neither go for the name, but what they go for is the work, the hard work they pursue in, and the work, the dedication they put in. The specific trait that I personally love in a single individual is the hard work and honesty in any and every field they are in. So it is not about the leaders being leaders inspiring people, but about the traits they show, about the qualities they imbibe in individuals is what inspires me the most. So Toastmaster Smita, I'll not name anyone, but I named a number of qualities that inspires me the most. Who is that one individual who inspires you? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Yes, a lot of leaders inspire me too. And now that you've not named anyone, wonderful. It's good to take inspiration from a lot of people. After all, so many good qualities everywhere. My dear friends, now I would like to call our timer to share the timing report for all the speakers on the chat. Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. I would now like to invite the table topic evaluators to evaluate the table topic speakers. Evaluators, please do share your evaluation, and at the end of your evaluation, do let us know who your favorite speaker today is. I would like to now call our first evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Asankhya Mohan, to evaluate the odd-numbered speakers. Toastmaster Asankhya Mohan, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmaster, dear guests. Very good morning. A happy Independence Day to all of my target speakers who delivered their respective table topic speeches along with the audience present in the meeting room. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'll start with my odd number speakers. My first speaker was Toastmaster Diana. The topic that she got was, what does youth mean to a young independent woman? So, right, she hit the nail on the head and she showcased how, like, with regards to the topic itself, like she has a superpower. She can speak, instead of speaking, she can write over a topic in the chat box itself. Thereafter, Toastmaster Diana, you mentioned about how independence, being independent has played a role, and Toastmasters has contributed, acting as a catalyst in helping you foray into becoming a better speaker, better communicator, and eventually I'm sure that will help you fulfill your goal of becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. And that is something you have very well elaborated as to how independence is something that does go hand in hand with regards to we making sure that we take up the onus does lie on us as to making sure that we grab all the opportunities that there are, just like we are doing on our special Independence Day today. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dina, for taking up the first topic, setting the tone for the entire session today. The third speaker that I will be evaluating, the role education plays in fostering independence in youth, that the speaker being Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal, again, you mentioned how the most important, what I felt from me, the highlight was how you differentiated with respect to education, not just being synonymous to literacy, but it goes above and beyond that with respect to learning, etiquettes, behaviors. That is something is what my takeaway is with respect to your speech. You very well highlighted what the importance of how at times you just are in the bubble of keeping education, the mindset of having becoming an educated person is with respect to like learning and the basics, the curriculum that we have went through, but it goes above and beyond, and we again learn from each other, just like in the Toastmaster setup, we learn from each other through the evaluation, through the feedback, and we better ourselves on a day-to-day basis. So great job with respect to how you align the topic with respect to your thought process and share it across with us. Thank you so much for taking up the third topic. The fifth speaker is to how can young people balance tradition and modernity in an independent India? The speaker being Toastmaster Nikhil. Toastmaster Nikhil started with asking a question in between how, and he mentioned about few like thought-provoking questions with regards to how do we take the culture ahead for our future generations? What are we doing today to make sure that our future generation is something that they appreciate with respect to making sure that we have a mix of both tradition as well as modernity. You asked a question to the table topics master, and at the same time you agreed with respect to how hoisting flags or even respecting other religions around us goes a long way in making sure that we have a balance between tradition as well as a modernity. You even mentioned as to how Toastmaster Nikhil has eventually helped you realize the importance of tradition and culture that go hand in hand as you grew up. And it's not just one or the other, it's the two combined is how we can progress as a country in the independent India with our 70th year of independence. Thank you so much for taking up the fifth topic. The seventh speaker, the importance of freedom of speech for the youth today, Toastmaster Anu Gupta. Toastmaster Anu Gupta, you mentioned again about how freedom of speech again dates back to from our forefathers that gave us the constitution, how it is something that is there right from in the past 78 years, but at the same time how it at times is misused by various institutions, even various pillars of our countries, like our media tends to manipulate it in various ways and misuse it. You even shared how the youth should be better equipped to utilize that freedom of speech prudently, mentioning examples from fellow like other countries that you can say are having some crisis just because the youth is today on the streets. So making sure we address the grievances of the students is something that was what should be the priority of our country to collectively, and that translates back to our constitution, our Bible. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anu Gupta, for taking up the seventh topic. My last speaker, the ninth speaker, Toastmaster Kundavi. What is the biggest challenge faced in the Indian youth today? Toastmaster Kundavi took us to her childhood days, wherein she mentioned about how at her early initial childhood days when she was studying, it was something wherein we were just imbibing simple ideas at young age with respect to country, how patriotism works, and again working on bettering our country. Today's coming back to today, in fast forwarding it in today's day and age, there are a plethora of ideas. She gave a chronological picture as to how things have evolved with time. At the same time, how the focus the focus of ideas is something that is diluting. There are a lot of ideas present wherein even medias like have commercially oriented ideas that hamper the focus of our youth. But at the same time, you concluded it in a way wherein you mentioned how the current demographic dividend is going a long way and will help the country eventually, wherein we will be able to utilize and make sure even our youth are in a position wherein they are better equipped to find the calm among the chaos. That's all from my end. For me, out of the 5 speakers that I evaluated, the best speaker or my favorite speaker today is Toastmaster Kundavi, the 9th speaker who delivered the speech. That's all from my side. I hand the stage back to the Table Topics Master. A very happy Independence Day once again.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sankhya, for those insights. Now, I would like to call our second evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Jatin Khilnani, to evaluate the even-numbered speakers. Toastmaster Jatin Khilnani.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. Thank you. Also appreciate the effort in finding those wonderful topics and encouraging the participants in speaking about them. Starting with wishing Happy Independence Day to each and everyone present, and specifically to the speakers whom I'm going to evaluate, starting with the second speaker, Toastmaster Suraj, whose topic was how can youth promote communal harmony in an independent India. And the way Suraj jumped into his topic with starting with this key message from his speech, which was that one should look within as to how can they utilize that power that's within us in order to come up with ideas on how to promote that harmony even outside you. So that concept of inside outside was very well put forward, substantiated with further content on how should these youth be supported in that goal, and how should the country in essence utilize that power, the power within each and everyone to build upon that. The smooth flow, obviously, and showed that Suraj had a lot of ideas about it. What I was looking for in a speech was a personal example. Suraj is somebody who we look up to, and being a youth himself, I would have hoped that he would have given us an idea of how he has utilized his own power that he could put to use in bringing out the goal that we had that we were discussing. Moving to the next speaker, describe a time which was Karthik, whose topic was describe a time when you felt independent for the first time. A very simple and a childhood task that is very common to each and every one, and I think most of the audience would have correlated with that, is when you learn how to ride a bicycle as a kid. A very simple and straightforward task that can have such profound ideas and vision in as to what could it bring about. Kudos to Karthik for bringing out that example and sharing his story with us of how his journey of learning a bike, her journey to ride a bike, gave him that learning. He's building upon that content with talking about riding a bike with support or having challenges while falling and still not giving up. A very good example. What I would have loved to see in his speech was more conviction, because the content was all there. The way he spoke out had the peaks and troughs that were there in his speech had to be presented with proper conviction, with proper emotions, that could sort of complement what he was talking about. And I would have loved to hear that from Karthik itself. So thank you, Karthik, for sharing your story, and hope we hear you hear more such stories from you going forward. Third, or rather, the sixth speaker for me was Toastmaster Chahal, whose topic was, what does the term Atmanirbhar Bharat mean to you as a young Indian? Again, a student who was a young Indian herself, had the key message right at the top, which was unlocking true potential within these young Indians. She immediately did a personal connect with that topic, talking about what, or rather analyzing what Atmanirbhar means to her, and then discussing whether how can it lead to people like her, students and other young Indians who turn into tomorrow's innovators, builders, and so on and so forth. Other popular culture examples like Arunima Sinha and Sonam Wangchuk were really cherry on the top. And then in conclusion, ending the speech by saying, I am considered this as Atmanirbhar because of various reasons that she had personal connects with, like going to college or being able to do what she can or speaking out her mind, were really apt for this topic and for her conclusion. Again, the same suggestion that I would have for her is, especially when she was giving that conclusion that was very strong, the conviction, the force in her voice had to come out when she was saying, I can say with confidence that I belong to Atmanirbhar Bharat because I can do this, I can do that, and why not? You can do that too. Chehak, I hope you can do that too in your future speeches to build an Atmanirbhar Bharat as a young Indian that we would look up to. Next speaker was Toastmaster Shobit Singhal. How can young Indians contribute to the global image of the country? The journey, just like Bharat itself, started from age unknown, from timeless times and time and again, where he started that journey in chronological format from talking about ancient India, talking about stories of intellect and valor, talking about Ramanujam, and then moving on to the current affairs of very relevant and apt contextual affairs of moon landing and sports, especially Olympic medals and all that. So very good chronological story was being built up out there. And then saying that this is why from that time to now, we have been the Vishwaguru. What I was looking for in that speech is, what are those learnings that young Indians can take away from those stories? What can we learn from Ramanujam? What can we learn from Manu Bhakar? What can we learn from moon landing? So that while the Indians who have been able to do that, how have they done it? And how can other Indians be inspired to do the same? What do they have to put in action in order to be the next Manu Bhakar or be the next Ramanujam, is what I was looking for in a speech. But the story, so wonderful. I really liked it. And thank you, Shobit, for sharing that, building up that wonderful connect with presenting it to us. Last speaker for today, for the day and for my evaluation, but not least, Toastmaster Manvi. Discuss a young leader who inspires who inspires her and why does that person does it. Toastmaster Manvi chose a roundabout way of hitting the nail on the head by saying it's not one, it's just maybe the entirety of young India who inspire her because of why? Because of what they do, what they achieve, not as a leader but also in day-to-day life. And why do they inspire? Because of the qualities they possess of being simple, down to earth, being able to do what they can do without trying to be in the limelight, without trying to force their way into taking credit. Very nice put forward and very nice message for all of us as to how should a servant, especially in Toastmasters context, how should servant leadership work. That roundabout way also gave her time to think if she could come up with a particular leader, because for me, she was like, yes, should I name out or not? But that may cause a slight ebb in the flow. And my suggestion was, okay, we know the qualities, but having some, at least if not one, but 2-3 examples of who have that qualities, how have they used those qualities? And what was the outcome of utilizing those qualities? If that could be presented, if not without even taking the names, that would really add not the conviction, but the credibility to what she was saying. And that would really help us as young Indians get inspired to do the same or imbibe those qualities ourselves. Overall, wonderful speeches by everyone who present here. And I would say everyone here is young at heart because age is just a number. And these are the topics, qualities that we should also learn to imbibe and work upon. That being said, the best speaker for me today was another the youngest maybe of the lot is Toastmaster Chehak Agarwal. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Sankhya. Evaluators have done an awesome job. A round of applause for all the evaluators and the speakers present here today. Toastmaster Dina has put in a request on the chat box. Would you kindly send in a reply? Yes, thank you so much. Now, my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers for their insightful and inspiring contributions today. And yes, once again, a special thank you to our evaluators and my dear timer, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, for your support. Remember, my dear friends, this marathon continues. And if you haven't had your turn yet, please stay tuned and feel free to join us in the upcoming hours. Let's give a big round of applause now for everyone for making this hour so engaging and memorable. I would request you to unmute and give yourselves a warm round of applause. Thank you. And now I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Siddhant and Toastmaster Nidhi of Chandigarh Toastmasters Club from Chandigarh. So please stay here and keep expressing yourself and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita, for this wonderful session. Before I begin, I just want to make sure if I'm audible and visible to everyone.
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Okay, all right. So I'm Toastmaster Nidhi. So unlike rest of the clubs, our club, the Chandigarh Toastmasters Club, we have opted to take for two table topic masters. First one will be myself, and the second one will be Toastmaster Siddhant. So before we begin, I just want to wish all of you a very happy Independence Day and a good morning. Welcome to our 12th hour table topics marathon event. This isn't just any regular Toastmasters meeting. It's a celebration of spontaneity, quick thinking, and creativity for 12 hours. Every hour is a new theme, which will challenge your imagination. And whether you're a seasoned speaker or trying your hand at the table topics for the first time, this is your chance to shine. This event aims to bring together Toastmasters from different clubs, backgrounds, and experiences to practice impromptu speaking in a fun and supportive environment. Our goal is to help each other grow, build confidence, and most importantly, have a great time. We, Chandigarh Toastmasters Club from Chandigarh, are hosts for this hour of the Table Topics Marathon. This hour, we delve into the theme of reimagining India's future. This theme invites us to explore the future of India and how it is relevant to us today. Whether it's a personal story, a creative spin, or a thought-provoking insight, we're eager to hear your take on it. So I've already mentioned that we will have two table topics master, and somewhere in the middle of this session, I will hand over the screen to Toastmaster Siddhant. Other than that, we have two evaluators. First evaluator is Toastmaster Jaskirat, and the second one is Toastmaster Aman, who will be evaluating your speeches, and they will be giving you very constructive feedback. So I request you all, whosoever speaks in the session, please do stay tuned till the end of the session. And our timer for this hour is Toastmaster Alex. She will be timing each table topic speech to ensure it stays within the 1 to 2 minutes range. At 1 minute, you will see a green signal. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow. And at 2 minutes, the red. And that is when you are supposed to start wrapping up your speeches. Please try to wrap up your speech once you see the red signal. So for those who might be new, Table Topics is a segment where you are given a topic on the spot and you have 1 to 2 minutes to speak on it. The purpose is to help you think on your feet and articulate your thoughts clearly and concisely. It is a fantastic way to improve your impromptu speaking skills, and it is also a lot of fun. I'll be calling on volunteers to participate, so feel free to raise your hand or drop a message in the chat if you'd like to give it a try. Remember, this is a supportive environment. There are no right or no wrong answers, but it's just your unique perspective. So let's get started, and I would request for people to volunteer and raise their hands so that I can pick the first speaker for our session. You can either raise your hand or maybe send your name on the chat. I say we have 29 participants. So anybody who would like to go first? I see no raise of hands, so that I'll go. Okay, Harsimran. All right. So Toastmaster Harsimran, if it's okay with you, would you be able to switch on your video? If it's not, we completely understand.
I think there are a lot of Harsimran in the chat. The one who has messaged in the chat, can you please raise your hand?
This is Rishabmeet. Okay. Hi, Toastmaster Rishabmeet. Could I request you to switch on your video camera if it's possible?
Hi, am I audible enough?
You are audible, yes.
Okay, so I do not know for what reason my name is being displayed as Harsimran, but maybe
okay.
because of the link that Harsimran shared. Okay.
Right.
And I request that I do not wish to open my webcam as it's a national holiday.
No
and
problem. Completely
I'm
understand.
not dressed well, so that's the reason. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishabmeet, for volunteering as the first speaker of our session. So your topic is, if you get a chance to be immortal and witness India's future unfold, which aspect will you be looking out for the most? If you get a chance to be immortal and witness India's future unfold, which aspect will you be looking out for the most? Toastmaster Rishabmeet.
Very well. May I know the time limit? My time limit?
So that would be 1 to 2 minutes.
Very well. All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nidhi, for giving me this topic. So what I would like, if I get to stay immortal and wish to have a look at what India's future looks like, so I would pay close attention to whether the Indian citizens are genuinely happy or not. As I have already witnessed through YouTube videos, of course, that when it comes to Japan or maybe the United Kingdom, England, even South Korea, the first two countries that I mentioned, that there has been a minister of loneliness that has been appointed. So this means that in spite of these nations being highly developed, there is a sense of loneliness and depression which is rampant among the citizens. I would not want my country, my people to be extremely, I would say, have plenty of technological resources such as the latest smartphones or laptops, and having no one to share the happiness with. So when it comes to one aspect that I would really like to witness, would really like to analyze, is that whether the people of India in future, are they genuinely happy or not, whether they have good human relations with each other or not. As there has also been a study by the Harvard University, and it's still an ongoing study, probably started in the 1930s, that what really matters to human beings. And they have come up with a very simple conclusion: relationships matter. So healthy relationships matter a lot, irrespective of what your socioeconomic status is, how rich you are or how poor you are. Yes, wealth matters, of course. I'm not discrediting wealth, but yes, relationships matter. And this means that ultimately this keeps people happy and gives them a purpose in life. So these are my 2 cents at this point when it comes to my topic given to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishabmeet. That was such an interesting take on the topic, and I had no idea that there are these loneliness ministers that are being appointed in the other countries. So thank you so much for giving us information on that as well. And I just wanted to make sure if the timer card was being flashed properly, because to me it's not really visible as such. Okay, it's been spotlighted now. I think it should be visible now. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. So moving forward, could I have one more volunteer? Anybody would like to go for the second topic that we have? So I don't see people volunteering, so I'm going to have to pick up some names, random names that I see here. So let's see. Okay. So Toastmaster Deanna, I see you raising your hand. So I'll just give you your topic. And I've been in the last session as well. I think you will need to write it down, right? And then, okay, all right.
Yes,
So, okay, got it. So I'll give you your topic, and then you can have your time, write it down, and then we can then move on to a different speaker. So Toastmaster Diana, your topic is how would an Indian from the early 1900s feel about the 21st century India? How would an Indian from the early 1900s feel about the 21st century India? Please give a thumbs up if that was clear to you, and if you want me to repeat, I can repeat to the topic. So Toastmaster Diana, I hope you are able to. Did you get your topic? I'm just pinging it in the chat here as well.
Nidhi, Dina is from Canada, so maybe a different.
Okay, not very relevant. Okay, all right. Okay. So since you're from Canada, Diana, the other topic that I can think of right now is how does the Canada and India, the two countries, the relationship between them look like in the future? I'll just repeat my topic. How does the relationship between India and Canada, the two countries, look to you in the future? I hope that was visible. Oh, sorry, I hope that was audible. Could we get a thumbs up from you, Diana? I'm not very sure if...
I've pasted the topic in the chat box. We can move on with the
Okay.
next speaker.
All right, thank you so much. We will move on to the next speaker now. Could I have a few more volunteers, please? Again, I see nobody volunteering. Maybe I can just pick up a random name, right? So I'll just scroll through the participants. I see Archita Baranwal. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Would you be up for taking up the next topic? Okay, I hope I'm audible to everyone, right?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are.
I see
Okay.
Toastmaster Meeta coming up on camera. Probably she would want to take next topic.
All right. Yes, I see Toastmaster Meeta too. Would you want to go next, Toastmaster Meeta?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So the topic to you is the one that I was actually initially giving to Toastmaster Diana, which is how would an Indian from the early 1900s feel about the 21st century India? I'll repeat, how would an Indian from the early 1900s feel about the 21st century India?
Okay. Happy Independence Day to one and all. And India, the 1900, it was totally different, and now 21st century is totally different. India has gone to the higher levels, and India has become a richest as well as in that 1900 was there, but now we have reached to the peak of the level of world. Like we are the gurus of like all the international world, like we are recognized everywhere. In 1900, we were not knowing everyone that India is one country where we are. And today we are reached to every international level, even in the moon, like every NASA or anywhere, education, NASA, like aerospace, and all education field, everywhere, India is always the best. And I feel that India is showing the topmost in the world. Where we go, and if anyone will go to any countries, they'll say, oh, wow, we are Indian. So their respect and recognition is everywhere we are getting it. So I feel that India has achieved a lot in 21st century, and still I think we will grow a lot in future also. And India is doing the best and reaching to the peak as a national, international level. So I feel that we are the best. Thank you. Over to you.
We are the best indeed. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Meeta, for such an insightful speech. Moving on to the next volunteer, if I could have anyone, please raise your hands. Okay, Toastmaster Sankhya. All right, so I see you as the one raising your hand. Could I give you the topic? I hope you're ready.
Yes, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Okay. So the topic for you is Which one historical event in India do you wish to see repeated in the future? Which one historical event in India do you wish to see repeated in the future?
Thank you so much. Again, happy Independence Day to all my fellow Toastmasters. Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. One historical event that I wish to see in my lifetime, if I had the power, there are plethora of like events that have happened in our history that have shaped up to where we are today as a country collectively. But again, it would be very difficult to pinpoint one. But if I just had to recollect one, will be the struggle of our freedom fighters, not just people who were in the political space, but our freedom fighters who were there fighting on the ground. I have vicariously traveled to the past, just understanding how even our Sena, our army was there under the leadership of Neta Subhash Chandra Bose, was there coming all the way from Singapore to traveling various other countries and then fighting the British army at that point of time. And there are even various documentation of those events as to how they were later on not given certain benefits even after the independence of India. That is something I would want not just witness, but I would want to make my impact there, wherein we can make sure that we are taking the army forward, even though they were on the one side or the other side, making sure that we take the collective freedom struggle forward to make sure that we are growing together as a country. That would be my take on the same. That's all. Back to you, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asankhya, and I completely agree. And thank you for pointing out that we as a country, we can, take the army as a unit to, so that they can be relevant to us in the future. I'm so sorry. I'm actually having some internet issues as well. Okay, so Toastmaster Diana, I think she has posted her, I saw her raising her hand. So I'll just look in the chat whether she's posted her speech.
Yes, she has written.
I am not able to see it. Could someone please resend it if that's okay?
I send the entire.
Okay.
If you want, I can also read it out, Nidhi.
Yeah, that would be good. I am not able to see. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So can we spotlight Dina? Yes. So I'm reading out Dina's speech. Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master 1. How many in 1900 years that India of the 21st century, over 1 million years, India has not been a part of my life. In the next 21st century, till independence, India will be a part of my life. Thank you, Dina. Thank you for the topic. We can move on, Nidhi.
All right. Thank you so much for the very short and crisp speech, Toastmaster Dina. I will now move on to the next volunteer. If we could have someone. Okay, I see Toastmaster Harsimran raising. Okay, you're not raising your hand. You're just giving a thumbs up. All right.
I will go for that. Nidhi.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I hope you're ready for your topic.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Harsimran, your topic is steps the general public can take to ensure healthy lifestyle for future generation. Steps the general public can take to ensure healthy lifestyle for future generation. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi, for that wonderful topic. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, in this evolving world, I think sustainable development and sustainable lifestyle is something that is the need of the hour. Climate change and all the atrocities in the society, it's the need of the hour that we should also think not just about ourselves, but also about the future generations. And some of the steps that currently we can take now to ensure that our future generations would have a better future would be first to think as to think in the perspective of a society, to have a global perspective towards our future, which means participating in activities that help the community as an overall. For example, if we talk about climate change, we should all as a society should take part in activities that are helpful in creating a good environment, in planting trees and other things. As an individual, we should take part in activities that help aware the society of the things that they should be aware about. For example, the laws. For example, the things that can help them in the future to be a good citizen. So if we want to do something sustainable for the society, it starts with us. We should take part in the activities that are organized by the society, take active participation, everything that goes on, and be a good citizen. If you are a good citizen, definitely our future generations will be secure, more happier, and vibrant. Thank you. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hasima, and I agree it starts with us. And an active participation from everybody, every one of us is going to be very important. Now, moving on, I will quickly hand over my screen to Toastmaster Table Topics Master for today. That is Toastmaster Siddhant. I hope you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
Am I audible and I'm clear?
You are.
Yes, Siddhant.
Okay. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Siddhant and I'm your second table topic master. I'm really excited to proceed with this session. So let's not waste our time and let's move on to the next topic. So who want to come next? Anyone? Rahul. Okay, Rahul, your topic is, if you could redesign one aspect of India, what would it be and why? Rahul, if you could redesign one aspect of India, what it would be and why? Over to you.
All right. Thank you so much for the topic, and very happy Independence Day to everybody. So, if I could redesign one thing in India, then it will be the you know some education is also one thing, because I feel personally that our education system could have been bit better, because we theoretically in India we all learn things, but if we talk about other countries like US or any other foreign country, they are also having practical application of that theory, and they are urged from their parents or from the school to work from an early age, so that gives them an advantage in future, whether it is their education, they can apply that also, and because of that, uh, we see a lot of millionaires as well as billionaires in US, Canada, or Western countries. So I think that somewhere India is lagging, because education is very much theoretical. We understand everything, we get to know about science, maths, and all the subjects, but the practical application of that is very essential in order to build India in a wholesome way. So that's my thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So next, who want to come? Anyone?
We have got Kavita, who has been with us from quite some time. Kavita?
Kavita, would you like to join? Hello, Kavita.
Okay. We can also invite Vineet.
Vineet.
I see Toastmaster Rita on the meeting. She's been a part of a club. Maybe she. Okay.
Toastmaster Vineet.
Yes.
Toastmaster Vineet, your topic is what futuristic technology do you think could transform India the most? Toastmaster Vineet, your topic is what futuristic technology do you think could transform India the most? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Siddharth, see, basically, if you see the journey last 20 years, there was tremendous transformation in terms of technology. I remember in 80s, there was a revolution in the computer technology. And then in 2000, there was a revolution in the mobile technology. Within a click, you can do all of your work. You want shopping, you want to withdraw payment, you want to transaction, any financial transaction, everything is possible from the mobile. Now we come to the level. Now AI, it seems that the going to be the next future, because see, whatever technology currently we are using, that is all based on some inputs. But in all these technologies, intelligence is not there. The intelligence which coming is basic features. But normally what we say that the human intelligence, which only being found in humans only, and that is not available with any of the technology. But nowadays the revolution has come and the technology has arrived, which is giving you the sense of human. Whatever the level the human can think, now the technology has reached at those levels that technology can think like human. They can sense the pattern, they can sense the recognize the future event based on the past historical event, which as a normal human being is not able to think of it. So I believe this artificial intelligence is going to be the major change in future, which can change the life of not only humans but entire world as a whole. So this is take from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, Vineet. So who want to come next? Toastmaster Smita. Yes. Toastmaster Smita, your topic is how would you reimagine India's education system? Toastmaster Smita, how would you reimagine India's education system? Over to you.
How many of you have grown up memorizing 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, and without realizing what you were doing? And then probably growing up and redoing calculus and doing differentiation and doing integration and realizing where the hell will I ever use it in my life? And now many of you, when you look back and you wonder, how many years of my life have I wasted? I wish somebody taught me how to maintain my relationships at home. I wish somebody taught me how to be a better spouse. I wish somebody taught me how to be a better human being. How to be better at my finances. How do I manage my own life? And for me, a dream education is a holistic one. Yes, our government has started taking steps, but we still are a long way to go. Being a teacher myself for a number of years, moving on to become a trainer and also a mother of 2 young boys, I understand the value of personal development and how important that is to an individual and how that should be given and taught in schools alongside mathematics, history, science, political science, English, languages. What if a human being can understand and learn how to conduct himself, If a human being can understand how to interact with others in the society and how to foster a love and brotherhood in the community, then believe me, the most part of the education is done. We speak about love, we speak about peace. Till the time our education system does not bring it into the schools, let's you and me start with our homes. What say you, Table Topic Master?
I totally agree with you, Samita. And I really like your answer. So let's move on to the next topic. Is there anyone? Should I call the name or you will raise your hands? Anyone? Manvi? Rita? Anyone?
Yes,
Hi,
I'll try.
hi, Toastmaster Rita.
Yes.
Your,
Good
your
morning.
top,
Happy Independence Day, all of you.
good morning. So, Toastmaster Rita, your topic is what is the one thing from India's past you would bring back to its future? Toastmaster Rita, your topic is what is the one thing from India's past you would bring back to the future? Over to you.
There is something common between all of us. We all want that India go forward more and more. So if I have to speak one thing, what I want that go forward, that is our ethics and value system. If we have value system, we are able to take that forward, then it's good. Otherwise, we are in technology era and we are losing it because of not understanding and doing the right kind of things. It's our duty to push our new generation to do that and follow 4 things. First, integrity, walk your talk, and speak your word of mouth. Second, serve, respect. Respect yourself and all over whosoever is with you or not with you. Respect everyone. And third, service. Give your service selflessly. And fourth, try to follow excellence. If we can do these things, then we are able to take our country to the next level. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rita. Next up, who will like to join? Toastmaster Mita, would you like to join?
Toastmaster Meeta has just spoken. We can probably go for next speaker, Sanjay, JP Nair, Ankit.
Anyone? Ankit, Arbinda, Sanjay, Aparna, Vandana. Anyone?
Diana, we have read your topic. We'll come back to you in the next session. Just stay back for your evaluation. Right, thank you.
Anyone? Rahul?
Yeah, I would like to volunteer.
Done. So Rahul, your topic is what's the one thing you hope India will be famous in next 50 years? What's the one thing you hope India will be famous for next 50 years?
All right. So very interesting topic. I think one thing for which India will be famous for in next 50 years will be pharmaceuticals, for sure, because India already it is a pharmacy of the world, and it is growing at a very faster pace right now, and in next 50 years we can surely become the number one uh, in terms of value as well as volume of pharmaceutical products we are supplying across the world. So in the next 50 years, pharmaceuticals, we are going to help the world support in the healthcare system through our pharmacy. And we already have some giant companies of India, which are Indian MNCs, and they have been um, delivering their service through across the country. And I'm hoping that in next 50 years, one thing that will be better is that Indian pharmaceuticals will be ahead of foreign MNCs for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Do we have more time for the table topics, or we should move to the evaluation?
Toastmaster Diana has shared one of her speeches in the chat. I can probably read that and then we can move on with the evaluation.
Yes, sure.
All right, can we spotlight Toastmaster Diana? Toastmaster Diana says that she thanks us for the invitation in the Toastmasters meeting. Her name is Toastmaster Diana McEnroy. She has been a Toastmaster for about 30 years, and as and when she takes up speech topics, she gets better with every topic in every club meeting. Her aim is to be a distinguished Toastmaster. She is already a secretary in her club and she is performing leadership roles there. She knows she knows that she has got knowledge to speak and she feel very powerful inside. She feel that young women during Independence Day, it means independence to all of us. And each year we get a holiday on this particular day. And for as long as she was a younger woman, most of the education school with during Independence Day at her skill level, it was very hard because it was difficult for her to understand during her school days. But she definitely loves her independence as she is extremely powerful inside, that she has got a different ability to write table topics, to write speeches more differently than others in chat box, something that all of us don't know how to do. So table topic masters, Diana feels really, really happy on Independence Day. The independence that she feels within herself is the freedom that she wants to share with all of us. And she thanks Toastmaster, Table Topic Master 1. She talks about her first speech and then she talked about her second speech. She is really thankful for all of us to share the platform with her and let her speak, let her share her feelings. That's true freedom for her. Thank you so much, Diana, for a wonderful speech about freedom on Independence Day. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we shall move on to the evaluation. Could you confirm?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now let's meet our team that is helping us with tracking the time and will provide valuable feedback. We have, first up, we have Toastmaster Jaskirat, who will be evaluating the speakers who have participated in the first table topic section that was conducted by Toastmaster Nidhi. Over to you, Jaskirat.
A very good afternoon, everyone, and wishing you a happy Independence Day. So my name is Toastmaster Jaskirat Singh. I'm currently the area director for the Division J in District 41. So I have been given the responsibility to evaluate the first set of speakers which presented their topic in this current meeting. So my evaluation will be short and crisp and to the point as per I was instructed. So quickly to begin with, our first speaker was Toastmaster Rishabh Mith. So his topic was, if you could get a chance to be immortal, what aspect of Indian future would you like to see? What I liked most about your take was you were quite fluent. You understood the topic very well, and you focused on the one aspect, which was the need of the table topic, to focus on one aspect, and you chose that to be nation happiness. And I would say the body of the speech was completely fine. What you can, I would say, work on more is your opening. Your opening was a bit abrupt, I would say. Why it happened was because you started immediately. You could have taken a few seconds to start and just took a deep breath in and then just began. So our second speaker was Toastmaster Meeta. Her topic was early 1900, how early 1900 Indian will feel about the present India. So you understood the topic very well. You delivered it to the point, but what I believe is you could have added much more things. Your topic was short, you could have elaborated it more, because if I compare to 1900 India and the present India, there are many aspects you could have spoken of. For example, like the stock market or the living standard, which we have raised from the 1900s to the present 2024. And you could have also like disagreed with how we are like leaving behind our legacy or of our dressing style or so. These are just an example which I'm quoting you. You could have elaborated more. So moving forward, so our third speaker was Toastmaster Asankhya. So his topic was, which one historical event in India do you wish to see repeated in the future? So what I believe was your topic, your attempt was very fluent, to the point, perfect opening, body and closing. But I think there was a lack in understanding the topic, which I think, because you took a topic, I think you delivered a topic. What do you want to see like rectified in the past? But you delivered what but you had to deliver what do you wish to see repeated in the future. For example, you could have just said a positive, highlighted a positive event. For example, seeing India win the Cricket World Cup again. Yuvraj again scoring 6 sixes. So rather than going to the past, you could have just highlighted the positive things. Otherwise, your take was fantastic. So our next speaker was Toastmaster Diana. So what I really like was her participation. It was really good to know her. Her take was crisp and to the point. And what I see is she is improving day by day, learning day by day. Just one suggestion, you could have just spoken, told us about your opinion about the Indians you have met, and what is your opinion about India. That's the only feedback which I would like to say. So last, now coming to Toastmaster Harsimran, his topic was steps for a healthy lifestyle, which you like to see in India. So what that overall topic was, I noticed this, it was a calm and composed take, to the point, and one of the best closing which I have seen. What you could have done better was, since it was an open table topic, I would say you could have discussed many more points in it. For example, how could you can tackle the obesity, like how you can make people more disciplined towards an healthy lifestyle. Rather than just focusing on one point, you could have discussed in a short various more points. Overall, your like I would say take was perfect. So to conclude, my favorite among all these were, although all did a very fantastic job, but to choose one, I will choose Toastmaster Harsimran for this. Thank you, and over to the moderator.
Thank you, Jaskirat. So let's move on to the next evaluation. We have Toastmaster Aman, who will be evaluating the speakers that have participated in the second table topic section that is given by me. Over to you, Aman.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Independence Day. It feels very nice to be here early morning. We are doing this session. So, starting with the evaluation part, first speaker was Toastmaster Rahul, and his topic was if you could redesign one aspect of India, what would be it and why? So you rightly said that education policy of India needs some rework. It has been very old. But I would have liked if you added some data. You compared India with first world nations, that was correct, but you could have added more data of how they are doing things differently and what improvements we could do. So some suggestions and the structure. But overall, you touched the nail, but you were not able to hammer it very well. Moving towards the second speaker, Toastmaster Vineet. Your topic was, what futuristic technology do you think could transform India the most? And we are living in the era of AI. In last 2 years, AI have disrupted everything. And you started with building how internet came, then how cell phones came, and you structured it in a way that the transformation of technology was very much visible. And then you ended on the note that AI is going to change the world. But again, I feel like we could have added more examples to it. And AI is, although it said that it's artificial intelligence, it's more of a machine learning. So I beg to differ on that particular aspect, that AI is equivalent to human intelligence because it's a machine learning. So it just sees what is happening and it mimics it. It cannot function on its own independently. The next speaker we had, Toastmaster Samita. How would you reimagine India's education system? And you started the speech with nostalgia. I could feel how you were saying things. It could just directly sip into me how you gave some examples of our childhood algebra we used to do and how it moved to integration, and then we realized that it's not helping us. Your voice modulation was very good, and how you connected everything. I think each and every speaker here could imagine themselves being on the stage and delivering that speech because it went so close to my heart. Then we had next speaker, Toastmaster Rita. What's one thing from the past do you want to bring back for its future? And India has always been known for its ethics and integrity, as you mentioned. And you mentioned that how we want to bring back the past values we had in India, that is Indus Valley civilization. From that period, we had that values which are being known all around the world of ethics. And I think this is what we gave to the whole world. But in the end, you started mentioning about the values of Toastmasters, how the integrity and service. So that is something I felt that you got deviated from the topic, as your topic was what is something from past of India, not from the Toastmasters. But overall, it was a good attempt. You mentioned the correct points, but in the end, you got a little bit deviated from the topic. Next speaker we had Toastmaster Rahul. Rahul went for 2 times, right? What's one thing you hope that India will be most famous for in next 50 years? And you mentioned that pharmaceutical sectors, that was a quite unique take. And you correctly mentioned that India is growing in pharmaceuticals, and it started with the vaccine sector. Firstly, India started to be self-sufficient in vaccine, and then we started exporting vaccine, and COVID had a great part in emphasizing on India's pharmaceutical sector. And I wish that when we are doing table topics, it gets very difficult that we come up with data. But if we are reading continuously, then we are able to increase that data and knowledge points. So for example, we could have given the example of Sun Pharma, how that company started and how we are growing. We could have given some examples of prominent pharma companies of India to just back up our speech. Then we had our next speaker. That is all from my side. Back to the table topic master, that is Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you so much, Aman, for your insightful point of view and your evaluation. So next, Toastmaster Alex, can you please post the report on the chats? So, so it is the end of the session. Thank you to all the speakers for inspiring and giving your insightful contribution. Special thanks to our evaluator and the timer for their support. Remember, this marathon continues, so if you haven't had your turn, feel free to join us in the upcoming hours. Let's give a big round of applause to everyone for making this hour engaging and memorable. And now I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Reshmi of Newtown Toastmaster Club, Kolkata. Stay right here and keep expressing yourself. Thank you, everyone.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Siddhant. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddhant. So a very good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 12-hour table topics marathon. This isn't just any regular Toastmasters meeting. It's a celebration of spontaneity, quick thinking, and creativity for 12 hours. Every hour, a new theme will challenge your imagination. And whether you are a seasoned speaker or trying your hand at table topics for the first time, this is your chance to shine. This event aims to bring together Toastmasters from different clubs, backgrounds, and experiences to practice impromptu speaking in a fun and supportive environment. Our goal is to help each other grow, build confidence, and most importantly, have a great time. We, Newtown Toastmasters Club from Kolkata, India, are the host for this hour of Table Topics Marathon. This hour, we delve into the theme of Women of India. This theme invites us to explore the experiences, the struggles, and triumphs of women in the Indian society. Whether it's a personal story, a creative spin, or a thought-provoking insight, we are eager to hear your take on it. Now, let's meet the team that will help us keep track of our timing and provide valuable feedback. We have two table topic evaluators with us today. Evaluator 1 is Toastmaster Jayati Datta, who will be evaluating the odd-numbered speakers, while Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Vineet Agarwal, would be evaluating the even-numbered speakers. Their role is to give constructive feedback on the content, delivery, and impact of each table topic response. At the end of our session, each evaluator will announce who, in their opinion, was their favorite speaker among whom they evaluated. And our timer for this hour is Toastmaster Bhupender Kumar Sharma. He will be timing each table topic speech to ensure it stays within 1 to 2 minute range. At 1 minute, you will see the green signal. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow, and at 2 minutes, the red. Please try to wrap up your speech once you see the red signal to keep us on schedule. For those who might be new, Table Topics is a segment where you are given a topic on the spot and you have 1 to 2 minutes to speak about it. The purpose is to help you think on your feet and articulate your thoughts clearly and concisely. It's a fantastic way to improve your impromptu speaking skills, and it's also a lot of fun. I'll be calling on volunteers to participate, so feel free to raise your hand if you want to give it a try. Remember, this is a supportive environment. There are no right or wrong answers, just your unique perspective. So let's get started. Who would like to take the first table topic of the hour? Yes, anyone? Oh, we have Toastmaster Diana. So, Toastmaster Diana, should I type in the chat box? Yes? Okay, so in the meantime, yes, we have Toastmaster Aparna to take up the topic. Toastmaster Aparna, can you please hold on? Like, I'll just share the topic with Toastmaster Diana, and then I'll get back to you. Yes, Toastmaster Diana, the topic for you is an inspiring story of an Indian woman you heard. I have mentioned it in the chat box. Do write your answer in the chat box and let us know. Thank you. So moving forward, we have Toastmaster Aparna to take up the next topic. So Toastmaster Aparna.
Yes, yes, Table Topics Master. I'm unable to turn on my video. Please excuse me.
Okay, no problem. So Toastmaster Aparna, one thing that you admire most about Indian women. One thing that you admire most about Indian women, Toastmaster Aparna. Over to you.
You often think your life is riddled with trouble, with problems. But it doesn't take much to realize that you have a lot. And this I speak for most of us in this room. I say this because there is this one lady that I meet every single day, and I've been meeting her for years now. She is uneducated, comes from an impoverished background, has not much resources, doesn't even know what is expected of her in this world. But the only thing that she knows and she's determined to do is to ensure her daughters don't end up like her. This is none other than our house help, Rukmani, who stayed with us for years and years now. She's uneducated. She can't even read the time. I've tried teaching her a few times, but then somewhere that block is there that people like me can't study, and she doesn't want that for her daughters. And you know what? She has struggled. She has struggled so much just with the income she gets from, helping people in their homes. To today, both her daughters are graduates. Both of them are graduates. And this quality is not something that is just in women like Rukmini. I've seen this quality in almost every woman here in India, and I'm sure even the world across. And that is the quality, resilience. Our resilience to stand up for what we believe is true for our kith and kin. Even if it's not for us, we stand up for it. Like, I would go to the end of the world to do it for my kith and kin. I would take a bullet for them, literally. I would fight against the entire world just to ensure that my kith and kin get what they deserve. And tell me there isn't a single woman here in this room who wouldn't do that for her kith and kin, for her child, for her brother, for her friends, for her husband, spouse, anyone. We would stand, we would go to the end of the world to do what is needed for them. That resilience, Toastmaster, is what I admire in women. Back to you.
Absolutely, Toastmaster Aparna. Can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Aparna? That was indeed great. Yes, resilience is something that we admire in Indian women. And we have seen people working day in and day out to give a bright future to their daughters, to their kids. That was indeed a great take, Toastmaster Aparna. Thank you so much. Now, we shall move forward to the next topic. And for that, I would like to call Melita. Melita, am I pronouncing your name right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Thank you for volunteering for the topic. So, Toastmaster Melita, biggest misconception people have about Indian women. Biggest misconception people have about Indian women. Toastmaster Melita, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful topic, Table Topics Master. So it's obvious that most of us at home, some of us work in offices. And we've seen that when we work, mostly Indians in general are considered to be working beyond 9 hours. No matter how, like people from, I mean, our clients do always think that we can do beyond 9 hours. And women are mostly thought as people who cannot, cannot multitask. Like say when we take a day off, we are considered as we cannot do those things. But women are very great in multitasking. Recently, for my fitness, I had actually joined a karate where I go early in the morning between 5 to 6. And I was told by the karate master that women are more flexible in doing karate. So men have more stamina. She told me that women are more flexible. And I was able to see with the participant who comes with me for the karate, where women are more flexible and more multitasking, and we have so much power inside us. But it's just that we don't realize it. So first, when my karate instructor gave me a task to do, I was like, will I be able to do it? And today I'm teaching my men colleague on how to do it. So I think we have a lot of potential within us, and it is often misunderstood that women cannot do or might not do, or can they do. Women in themselves have this. I had read a book, Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, where she has said that women always have that misconception that are they doing it right? Will they be able to do it right? I think we should put away those misconceptions and come up like we can do it. It just takes a while for us to realize that we are great at multitasking. And it's often thought that women cannot multitask, but we are great at multitasking and can do many things at the same time. And, I think we all see ourselves as an example when we look into the mirror, able to handle kids, able to handle work, able to handle schedules, able to take kids to school and to extracurricular activities, so many things. At the end of the day, if you think about yourself, so you're exhausted, you'll see that you're doing better than anyone at home. So I think women should consider them more and not, like tell them, okay, I'm not doing it right, I'm not doing. And women should be selfish about their desires too. Do spend some time for them. Like I thought I should prioritize my karate sessions for me early morning, 5 to 6, because I think my fitness comes into place when I had a neck pain and I had to go through a lot of struggles. I think women should prioritize themselves and think they can multitask. They can look after themselves and also everyone at home. I think that is one misconception that women ourselves have and should be taken away. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Absolutely. Can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Melita? Thank you so much. Yes, I think too that women are great multitaskers. And I have seen at my place, my mother-in-law, myself doing multitasking all the time. It's just that we need to acknowledge and we need to respect ourselves for being great multitaskers. Thank you so much. So moving forward with our next speaker, can I see some hands? Please volunteer for the table topic. Anyone? Or you can even write in the chat box. Pardon?
Yes, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master, this is Shravan here. I am available. I can go ahead.
Okay.
I raised my hand.
Shravan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Shravan Kumar. So your topic is, can we please have you on the video if it's possible for you?
Is it okay if I speak without video?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
So Toastmaster Shravan, if you could switch life with an Indian woman for a day, who would it be and why? If you could switch life with an Indian woman for a day, who would it be and why? Toastmaster Shravan.
Very tricky question, Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. First of all, a happy Independence Day to all of you. So if I would switch to a woman in my life, who it could be, I can definitely switch my life with my mother, because she might have undergone a lot of pains when she was giving a birth to me, and also she was taking care of me during my childhood, and she was feeding me with love. I am just a extension of my parents. In fact, every person in the on this earth is an extension of their parents. Because of them, we exist, isn't it? So I'll definitely switch. Suppose if I get a chance to, if I believe that there is a reincarnation, then definitely I will born like my mother and take care of my mother as my children, my mother and my father as my children, and then I will take care of them. So she is the first person I will choose to switch if I want to switch into a woman's soul. So thank you so much for asking that question. It is really emotionally and touching question. Thank you so much. Could not speak more than that. I'll find another opportunity to deep dive into that concept. Thank you, Table Topics Master. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shravan. Can we have a round of applause for our table topic speaker? So I'm sure your mother would be really proud to hear you speaking about on this topic, and you are full of emotions that I can make out. Thank you. And if I were to answer this question, I would say my grandmother-in-law, because I see her very lonely. And if I would be in her position, I would also understand what she is going through, what regrets she have in life, so that I do not, while I have still time, I get over those regrets and do not have to regret when I grow old. Thank you so much. Yes, Toastmaster Diana, are you ready with your topic? Yes, okay. So the evaluator will go through your topic, through the whatever you have written in the chat box, and will give you evaluation towards the end. Okay. So now let's move forward to our next speaker. We have Nidhi, Toastmaster Nidhi, who has raised her hand. Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi. So your next topic is Toastmaster Nidhi. What are some of the challenges faced by Indian women today? What are some of the challenges faced by Indian women today? Toastmaster Nidhi, over to you.
Thank you so much for such a relevant question in today's time to Table Topics Master. So according to me, the biggest challenge that the Indian women face these days is, of course, for their safety. Just before I joined this meeting, right, I was actually going through a chat or multiple messages that I had received in one of my groups that I've joined. That was talking about the recent Kolkata case that happened, right, where a doctor had to face she had to face something really extreme that we cannot even think about or imagine. And to think that that poor lady, she was just doing her job. She was a doctor. She was doing a night shift at that time. I mean, I actually spared me the details. I could not even, read any news article or go through any of the videos of that case as such, because just to even, read them or even think about them is so painful. And to think somebody has gone through it is it's just terrible. So out of many problems that Indian women face today, first one that comes at the top is definitely about the safety. And that is what my take is on the topic. And I'm hoping that in future things get better, even though, we've seen in the last few years that with this particular aspect, they did not actually get better, but we can at least hope. And we can maybe, take individual steps. Each of us can do something or the other to ensure that women are safe. Men can take steps, women can take steps. It comes from everybody. And I think the most important part that is played in this particular aspect is about the education, right? When we have some tiny little children in our houses, we need to impart such wisdom in them. We need to pay attention to how they are being raised, and we need to impart such knowledge in them so that they see all the women in their lives with the respect and love. So that is my take on the topic. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi. That was a great take on the topic. And yes, it's really scary to see women, what women are going through in today's world. And we really need to educate our daughters and equip themselves better to face any kind of situation. Thank you. So moving forward to our next topic. Can I see a raise of hands, please? Yes, who would like to take the next topic? Please come ahead.
We have got Toastmaster Meeta and Toastmaster Rita raising their hands.
Okay, so the rhyming names we have, and I'll go one after the other. So we have Toastmaster Meeta already on the podium. Toastmaster Meeta, your topic is what are some things that every Indian girl should do in her life? What are some things that every Indian girl should do in her life? Toastmaster Meeta, over to you.
So, being an Indian, I'm proud that I am an Indian. And we are proud of ourselves because we have a lot of different, we have emotions, we have a connectivity with the families and bondage. And I believe that we need the quality is like what we can follow is we can represent India throughout the world with education, with the education, with as a being a woman, we can just take our India and give a pride to India, like taking up everywhere roles in all the fields. So now already we are in many parts, like even army and officer or NASA or everywhere, but still we can go ahead and we can represent our India and take women to every level, so that all the women will be on top level. They will feel that yes, I am there. So Indian woman is not that low that we can do, but only if we are educated properly. Before it was not given proper education for women, but now I feel that we are getting opportunity, so we should grab that and we should learn. There is no bar for learning any age or anything, but we can grow in our education field and we can show that India is the best. Indian women are also not less than anyone. Thank you. Over to you.
Absolutely. Indian women are no less than anyone. That's so rightly said, Toastmaster Meeta. Thank you. And I too believe that women should build their careers, and Indian women are now taking it in various fields, be it politics, be it science and technology, or army, anything. They are now being active, and yes, they are making names outside India. That's so something to be very proud of. Wonderful take, Toastmaster Meeta. Thank you. And now we have Toastmaster Rita. Yes, ma'am. So Toastmaster Rita, how can women make India a safer place for themselves? How can women make India a safer place for themselves? Toastmaster Rita, over to you.
As women, we have to save our country and make safest place. And how it's possible? When we take full charge of our life, when we do work on ourselves. I remember I started my journey from the scratch. I didn't even study well. I was not good student. But when I started facing problem, I decided to do work on myself. And when I started taking charge, started making my routine, improving myself, I started feeling good. So as women, if we take charge of our life, then we become the better version of ourselves. So three things, three C's makes us the better version of ourselves. That is, first is consistency. Consistency is the key to success. When we are consistent, that time when we are not getting result, then we will go to the next level. Second, coaching. Improve yourself. Try to improve and take coaching and learn from everywhere. Nowadays, it's not difficult to learn. We have technology. And third, community. Choose community for your betterment, like Toastmaster Club and anything else whatsoever is improving you. In this way, we will definitely get the result and become the better version of ourselves and do good in our life. So only because of our efforts, women can do better and do good. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rita. That was indeed great. Yes, it's very important for us women to take responsibilities for ourselves and to build a safer, better environment for women. Thank you. So now let's move forward to the next topic and to the next volunteer. I would request all the speakers to please remain to hear your evaluation. Within 30 minutes, you will get to hear your evaluation. So please be there. And now our next speaker. Yes, Toastmaster Diana, we'll get back to you. Our next speaker. Can someone please raise hand and volunteer? We can still take 2 to 3 topics.
We have got Toastmaster Asankhya Mohan and Toastmaster Shiva Shankara.
Oh, yes. So Toastmaster Asankhya, are you ready to take the topic?
Yes, table topics, master.
Thank you. So Toastmaster Asankhya, if you could organize a workshop for Indian women, what would it be and why? If you could organize a workshop for Indian women, what would it be and why? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, a very good morning and a happy Independence Day. Couple of weeks down the line, I came across a very prominent NGO that is operating across India. They reached out to us in Lucknow, wherein they were trying to incorporate with Toastmasters as an institution because they know of the power the community that Toastmasters brings in, and they wanted to make sure that we are able to cascade their awareness program that they're trying to run for women entrepreneurs or women leaders in the future, women in the makings. And that is wherein they tried reaching out to us, and that made me realize the power of Toastmasters, but at the same time, what sort of core competencies they were trying to work upon. So if I just take a leaf from their book itself, primarily helping them build the skill set with respect to communication leadership definitely is there, but at the same time making sure they are equipped, empowered in a way that they can handle a bit with regards to being able to independently go out, be it driving, be it any number of skill sets that today's in a contemporary age we as a woman might require, is something that I would like to impart if I had the opportunity to design a curriculum of that sort. And most importantly, being the communication leadership aspects, and again touching various other pointers with regards to the basics of how can someone become a well-rounded individual will be my way forward with regards to designing a curriculum. But most importantly, it's about making sure that we empower our women in a way that they are equipped to take our generation forward in a way that the next set of generations are grateful in making sure that we have a better India and a prosperous India. That's all from my side. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asankhya. Can we have a round of applause for the speaker? So yes, Toastmaster Asankhya, I think communication is extremely important in any field and for any gender, and especially for women. I can relate to it so well. What I was 2 years back, and my confidence has tremendously improved after I joined Toastmasters, and definitely it has helped me to become a better public speaker, a better communicator. Thank you for that wonderful, relatable speech, Toastmaster Asankhya. And now, who else was there? Toastmaster Nancy, you mentioned someone.
We had Toastmaster Shiva Shankara.
Shiva Shankara. Toastmaster Shiva Shankara, can...
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Toastmaster Shiva. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Toastmaster Shiva, the question for you is, if you could go back in time, which Indian woman would you want to meet and what would you ask her? If you could go back in time, which Indian woman would you want to meet and what would you ask her? Toastmaster.
Well, there are a lot of women that I want to meet if I can go back in my life. Obviously, from my personal life perspective, my grandmother, who actually raised a huge family down south Tenkasi in Tamil Nadu. So I think I always would want to ask her, like, how did you manage such a huge family? I couldn't bear even a single child's torture. Now, that's something which definitely anybody would actually think about from personal perspective. But because it is Indian independence today, I would like to actually go back and meet a lot of women. And one such woman who fought for our country is, the name is Quili, who is actually an Indian Tamil person who fought for the nation. So I was actually thinking, like, if somebody is actually coming towards me with a gun, pointed towards me and say, like, do what I say, I would probably save myself and, okay, fine, I'll just kneel down and say, do whatever they want to do. But these are people, especially women of Tamil Nadu, who actually fought. The name is Kuili, who fought for the nation, fought for the land, fought for her people. And I was actually thinking, like, what a brave woman she is. How can she even think of going out of her comfort zone of having rising children, bearing a family properly and things like that? She actually went above and all, and then she fought for what she believed in. So that is something salutable and great. I really think if I want to go back in time and meet, I would definitely meet such great people who went out of their comfort zone and did great for our country. Thank you so much for the great opportunity. I didn't see the time, so I'm going to just wind up. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva. That was wonderful. And yes, history is full of such inspiring women and who continues to inspire us today. And yes, thank you for bringing that wonderful story about Tamil women. Thank you so much.
Can we take a second to see, like, if the timer cards are seen by all the people? Just.
Yes, I can see the timer cards. Were you not able to see the timer cards?
Is it possible they can flash timer cards so that I can tell you whether I'm seeing it or not?
So Toastmaster Bhupender, can you please?
Should we pin the timer, or is it like, they
He's
share
already pinned for everyone.
Is it shared as in the screen, or are they?
Can you see the screen? He's there presenting the
That's what
green
it
light.
is.
Yes.
I think we have to swipe to see all the gallery to see the timer. Now I can see the timer. But normally when we join from mobile, this is something which you can tell all your speakers to, if you are joining from mobile, swipe left so that you get a gallery view of all, and you get a timer there. I think that's a good tip. Thank you so much.
Okay, but don't worry,
Actually,
Toastmaster.
I agree with the Toastmaster as well, because I was searching for the timer when I was speaking. So yeah, good to tell everybody to resolve. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So Toastmaster
Okay,
Shiva, don't
for the
worry,
record,
we're
was I
absolutely on time.
within on time? Thank you so much.
So let's move on to our next speaker. We still have some time. Yes, we can take 2 more topics. And who would like to come next? Yes, Toastmaster Diana, we will go through your speech and you will be evaluated soon. Don't worry. Can we have another speaker? 2 more volunteers we need for the next 2 topics. Yes, can someone help me with if they see any
Yes,
raised
so we have got Satish. I believe that's Satish Kannan. Satish, would you like to go next?
Okay,
We
we
have
have
got
Toastmaster Anu also. Yes.
Yes, Anu raised her hand.
Okay, so Toastmaster Anu. Toastmaster Anu, can you please come on the video?
Yes, coming. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Anu.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Anu.
Yeah.
Indian women and politics. Indian women and politics. Toastmaster Anu.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master Newton. Okay, sorry, I don't get your name. Women in politics play a very important role. When you see women leaders are far beyond the way they think and lead the country in terms of strategies and the involvement they have. Here is again why the gender bias is there, but again, it's not about it's see when you see history, right? When women were like, it took a long time for them to come out of their to take independent decisions. It was like a delayed kind of process for them to go to the next level. But it doesn't mean that they were not capable enough, but they were like they were warrior in themselves. Because if you see, they were great leaders down the lane, like Rani Lakshmi Bai, we have Sarojini Naidu. So these were the great leaders who stood as an inspiration to the modern world. Even now, also like even in parliament, we see women leaders. Sudha Murthy is there, who's really very simple and taking down to earth with the opinions, and she's at the ground reality. So politics is different, and politics is something like just work. I'm not that familiar with politics, but I see women leaders which are driving their way into the in giving their opinions and getting a good place in today's modern world. And politics and women are far two different things, which I can see right now. If really they're just making pay. That's it. Over to you. Sorry, don't have a much opinion on it.
Thank you. That was well tried, Toastmaster Anu. I loved your speech. And let me tell you, India has one of the highest number of female politicians in the world. And they have held high offices, whether in the past and now at present, their number is increasing in politics. Wonderful take, Toastmaster Anu. Thank you. So one last topic.
We have Toastmaster Kavita raising her hand.
Okay, so this would be the last topic. Toastmaster Kavita, thank you. Just a second. One thing that Indian women are doing better than anyone else. One thing that Indian women are doing better than anyone else. Toastmaster Kavita, over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. It's really wonderful topic. It's not only Indian women, all women doing the marvelous job. The first thing is, I can say, is leadership. You can believe and give the work to women, they definitely will take into the next level. In all the IT hierarchy, they started to improve women employment because they are believing that they can do the multitasking, balancing work life. So they are able to manage household things as well as the office work. So we can completely believe in their power, because the diamond is holding the pressure and heat. That is the reason it's shining, right? The same power all of our women have. They are holding the heat. They are holding the pressure from the society, from the home sometimes, but they are able to manage it, right? They are able to come out of the things, right? That is the power. They can lead any situation. I would like to share only one example. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha. So her power is wonderful. She is role model for most of them in Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Kavita? That was wonderful, Toastmaster Kavita. Thank you. And yes, women are great multitaskers, as I have already said, and all women are doing great in their respective fields. And they are the one quality which I really admire is the balance that they can maintain between the family and their career. Thank you. With this, we come to the end of the table topic session of this hour. And yes, may I now request the timer to share the timing report for all the speakers on chat. Thank you, timer. I would now invite the table topic evaluators to evaluate the table topic speakers. Evaluators, please share your evaluations, and at the end of your evaluation, please do let us know who was your favorite speaker amongst those that you evaluated today.
Just a minute. Can we read Diana's table topic?
Yes. Should I read it?
It's up to you. Can you see her topic in the chat? I'll paste it once again.
Yes, it's there. Should I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank Toastmasters, Table Master. The inspiring story is Women Indian too hard in life. Indian girl, these really back from century. Just a second. Indian girl, these really back from century. I feel very hard women that differently Indian each women's do live in the camp. That's so cold weathers, and Indian women does like to eat without cooking. Indian woman does like to sleep all years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Diana. That was wonderful. So can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Diana? Thank you so much. So
Table
now,
topic master, should I start my evaluation?
Yes.
I am evaluating the odd numbers.
Yes, Jaiti, Toastmaster Jaiti Datta, you're invited to please evaluate the odd numbered speakers.
Thank you, table topic master. I would begin with Toastmaster Diana. As you read her take on the topic, an inspiring story you have heard about an Indian woman. You heard about. Toastmaster Diana, what you have written over here is absolutely not the story of an Indian woman. The Indian woman today is strong, independent, educated, and definitely forward in every aspect of life. So before I suggest you make any kind of comment, especially on a day like Independence Day in India, I suggest you read up about the Indian woman, our culture, our heritage, and where we stand today. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Diana. I hope next time you come forward with much more positive values after definitely reading up about us. The next person I will go on to is Toastmaster Melita. Toastmaster Melita, the biggest misconception people have about Indian women. You said women are considered inferior. That is a misconception. We have so much in us and we have so much potential that we are just living and discovering ourselves each and every day, each and every minute. You had a personal story. corroborating all the statements that you said. You talked about yourself and how you took charge of your life. What I was looking for, Toastmaster Melita, is probably give a more impactful summary. Perhaps something like, we women are not less than anyone. We need to realize that and act on it. Thank you so much for coming and taking the topic, and wishing you all the best. The next speaker on the table topic session is Toastmaster Nidhi. Your topic was, what are some of the challenges faced by Indian women today? Straight away, you dived into the topic. You talked about a horrible incident which happened at a reputable hospital in Kolkata. Yes, we are still reeling under it. Thank you so much for pointing it out again. Safety of the Indian woman, you said, is definitely the priority among many challenges we face today. What I would like from you, Toastmaster Nidhi, is probably say that men and women must come together, work together to find a solution to this. Because fear is a natural instinct. Courage is the strength to rise above that natural instinct and delete it from our system. Thank you so much for telling us about what challenges we face today as a woman, and wishing you all the best. The next person on the table topic section is Toastmaster Rita. Your topic was, how can women make India a safer place for themselves? You asked, how do we do that? We take charge of ourselves, you said, and therefore our lives. You had a personal story. You took decisions for yourself, by yourself, and that is the most encouraging thing you did in your life. The 3 points we must imbibe in our lives, you said: consistency, coaching, community. Fantastically said, Toastmaster Rita. But what I would suggest is, I think somewhere you finished your topic, but you saw the yellow card hasn't yet come on. So let me continue. I would suggest that if you have finished speaking, you let it go. Because if you try to add something else to it, the impact of your story loses its impactfulness. Thank you so much for coming and speaking with us. Next, I move on to Toastmaster Sivashankar. Toastmaster Sivashankar, your topic was, if you could go back in time, which Indian woman you would want to meet and what do you ask her? Toastmaster Sivashankar, I loved it when you talked about your grandmother. Indeed, we are in awe of our forefathers, of our maternal or paternal grandmothers who have raised such a huge family with everything in place, with all their qualities, with all their mindfulness, a proper positive impact in their minds, with proper thinking, a positive mindset. Everything was given to them by our grandmothers. And yes, they hold the future of character building of the next generation. That is what you pointed out so well. I loved that line in your take. You talked about the women of Tamil Nadu who fought for their motherland. How did she do that? Said, going out of her comfort zone, going out of her family, taking that decision. Yes, I am going to fight for my motherland, and I have made that decision for myself. That in itself is such a courageous fact of life. How many of us today, be it man, woman, or child, take that decision that we must do this for ourselves, for ourselves and for our country? That takes a lot of guts and a lot of courage. Thank you so much for pointing it out. You said people I would like to meet are those who go out of their comfort zone and make that strong commitment and decision to fight for their motherland. Toastmaster Sivashankar, I loved your take on the topic. I have no recommendations for you. Thank you so much for coming up and speaking. The next person on the table topic section was Toastmaster Kavita. Toastmaster Kavita, Your topic was one thing that the Indian woman is doing better than anyone else. Toastmaster Kavita, you said, why Indian women? All the women in the world are taking their decisions themselves and they are doing better than anyone else. And then you talked about women. We are first in leadership. Why? Because we are in charge of the next generation. We are the ones who are not only making them, but grooming the next generation. That, in fact, is a huge responsibility, and that calls for a lot of leadership in our minds, in our thoughts, and in our actions. We are like diamonds, you said, who shine under pressure. Toastmaster Kavita, this is one line I'm going to take back with you. Beautifully said. Thank you so much. We talked about the Chief Minister, ex-Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the respectful Jayalalitha. I absolutely admire that lady and absolutely relate with you because I was there at the time when she was ruling in Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kavita. The only thing I expected from you was give an impactful message. Everything should have a summary. Perhaps you could have said, women, we are the leaders of today, and therefore we are grooming the leaders for tomorrow. Something like that on the lines. Otherwise, very well said. And thank you so much, everybody, for listening to me and lending me your ears. I now hand over this podium to our wonderful table topic master, Toastmaster Rashmi. Over to you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayati. And now I would like to call evaluator 2, Toastmaster Vineet Agarwal, to evaluate the even numbered speakers. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rasmi. It's indeed a great opportunity, and thanks to the Toastmaster fraternity. Now I would evaluate all the even number. So first speaker is Toastmaster Aparna, and her topic was one thing you admire most about Indian women. So a great take, Toastmaster Aparna. You told your personal story. There was complete personal touch in your story. You talk about your household maid Rukmani and how she raised their children, how she ensured their children get the best of the educations, and you talk about the resilience of the woman. So your take was complete showing the today's how the woman is effectively taking care of every aspect of their life. There was starting, body, and conclusion in your speech. From my side, there is as such no recommendation, but during while giving the conclusion and transition from your own personal story to the conclusion level, if you could add one or more two line, then this speech could be taken to the next level. Because see, this was your personal story, and adding one or two line during the transition and adding to the general level could bring this speech to the greater height. Second speaker was Toastmaster Sarvan Kumar. The topic given to him, if you could switch life with an Indian woman, who would be it and why? Toastmaster Sarvan, you spoke about your mother, how your mother raised you and how she take care of your need during your time education, and how ultimately this is the extension of what your parents did to you. So there were multi things you told, but there was great take. The best example you have taken. This cannot be the better example than this example. Taking mother as a role model or switching life for a day. This is the great thing. You only recommendation was that you had ample of time. You could add few more lines like challenges faced by your mother and what she did during those challenging time. So that is my only recommendation because you had time. The third speaker was Toastmaster Meeta, and the topic given to her was, what are something that every Indian girl should do in her life? Toastmaster Meeta, you spoke about family and family bonding relationship, and you gave the example of few of few of the examples, and you mentioned that how the Indian woman is flourishing in every aspect of their life, whether in the army or in the in space or any field, they are succeeding. But I was looking for something personal story, personal touch. If you could give any personal examples, then your speech could again be taken to the next level. Altogether, the content was very good. Your take was excellent, and there was all the point was relevant. Kudos to you. The fourth speaker was Toastmaster Asankhya, and the topic given to him is, if you could organize workshop for Indian women, what it would be and why? Toastmaster Asankhya, you spoke about personal stories, how NGO approached to you, and they recognize Toastmaster is a great source, great foundation, and great source of energy and in improving leadership and communication skills. And how you realize the potential of Toastmaster in enhancing the quality and communications of women as a whole. And you also conclude with the theme that there are a number of other things which you would like to start in your workshop, like for the driving or how you could empower the women. So good take. There was complete complete package in your speech. Start was there and the conclusion was there. Just a little bit of a transition from your speech to the conclusion was missing. So if you could add further 1 or 2 lines, then I think it could be go to the next level. The final speaker was Toastmaster Anu, and the topic given to her was Indian women and politics. Toastmaster Anu, you spoke about the Indian women and how they women is also in the politics and their involvement is very high. And you gave the example of Sarojini Naidu, and you gave the example of Sudha Murthy. So how they succeeded. But I was looking for 1 or 2 examples with the current theme. Like, for example, we have Nirmala Sitharaman, today's finance minister, or the earlier foreign minister was Sushma Swaraj. They were the great leaders, and they are very active in politics. So altogether, good take, good content. The topic was, the speech was very relevant. Just little bit of addition could make the speech more fruitful. So this is from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Jayati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vineet. So thank you to all our speakers for their inspiring and insightful contributions. Special thanks to our evaluators and timer for their support. Remember, this marathon continues. So if you haven't had your turn yet, stay tuned and feel free to join us in the coming hours. Let's give a big round of applause to everyone for making this hour so engaging and memorable. And now I hand over the stage to our next table topic master, Toastmaster Ankit Garodia of Dibrugarh Toastmasters Club from Dibrugarh, India. Stay right here and keep expressing yourself. Thank you. Happy Independence Day.